Hello everyone, it's Josephine again. I know it hasn't been that long since the last time you guys have seen me, so hopefully you're not too tired of me yet. But I don't know, after the questions that I received yesterday after class, I just wanted to, re-explain, boxer and whisker plots, just in case anyone had any remaining questions, or if you weren't here during class, I think this video would be really great for you. So hopefully you can enjoy it. If not, then that's okay. It's supplemental, so completely optional whether or not you want to watch. But yeah, I would just say to let me know if you found this a bit helpful, so that way, I can make more of these videos in the future and help you out. So super excited to see you. But yeah, welcome again to our supplemental video, and I'm excited to start. So why don't we start with our first page here. During class, you guys were really amazing. You knew all the vocabulary, but just in case you weren't here during class and you want an explanation anyways, I will define these terms for you. So minimum, pretty self-explanatory. It means it's the lowest value of the set. For example, in this set, that would be 1 here, because it's the smallest number of the set. Whereas maximum value is the largest value of the set, just kind of like minimum, maximum. So pretty self-explanatory. Just like that, there's also the median, which is the middle of a set of numbers. For example, if you continue to cross out these numbers as such, you'll find that there are actually 2 medians, 6 and 7. So what happens when you have 2 medians is you end up adding these 2 values together and dividing it by 2 to find the average of those values. And basically the average of those values, the average of a set of values is the sum of the values divided by the number of numbers there are. I know that's a bit confusing. Let me give you an example. So we have a numbers 2, 2, and 3, right? So to find the average, we'd add all of these up. 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 3 is 7. 7 divided by 3. So that would be our average because there are 3 numbers total in this set. Yeah, sorry, that wasn't a very convenient example to do, but trust me when I say that is the average. Okay, yeah, I think that's it for now. Oh, one other definition that we defined was a mode, completely optional to know. But in case you're curious, a mode, just like one of our classmates said in class, was the number with the highest mentions, I guess, in a set of data, the number that appears the most frequently. So for example, I believe this set of numbers has 3 modes. That'd be 3, 5, and 9, just because those numbers appear the most. There can be more than one mode, but if each number appears once, I do not think it is considered a mode. But yeah, that's it, I believe, for this slide. Moving on. Oh, sorry. Before we move on to creating box and whisker plots, I think identifying lower and upper quartile is super important. So we've already defined these terms, right? Minimum, median, and maximum. But the 2 other important phrases and vocabulary we need to know are the lower and upper quartiles. So as defined here, the lower quartile is the mean of the minimum value and the median, or the median, sorry, of the minimum value and the median. And the upper quartile is the median of the median and maximum value. I know that's a lot of repetition in words, and I think the easier way to explain it is just the lower quartile is the middle number between the minimum and median, and the upper quartile is the median of, or the middle number between the middle number and the maximum value. For example, in this case, let me use this highlighter. The lower quartile in this case would be the median between these numbers, versus the upper quartile would be the median in these numbers. So you'd look at this data in two sets. You'd split it in half, and the middle between the lower numbers would be the lower quartile, and the middle between the higher numbers would be the upper quartile. And you'd find that the same way you found the median before. So yeah, in case you want some practice, I will leave this here and you can pause and practice. If you want to look at this video for an explanation, I'm going to go ahead and start the answer, working on the answer now, just so you can see how I do it. So yeah, first of all, we define our minimum and maximum values here. And we find our median value, which we realize because there are two, it's the number between 6 and 7, which we realized because they add to 13 and divide by 2 to 6.5, because that is the average between the two middle numbers. That is the median. Sorry, that was a very, I don't know, very redundant explanation. But yeah, we found the median by taking these two numbers and finding the average of them, which was 6.5. So that's why our middle is here between these two numbers. So yeah, to find the lower quartile, like I said before, I'll use it in red. We take this side of the data, because it's the lower side, and find the median of it. So if we cross these numbers out here, what do you know? We also have two numbers. So how do you find the median of two numbers? You add them up and you divide by 2. So you'd have 8 divided by 2 is 4. And what do you know? We have 4 right here. And same here. To find the upper quartile, we would find, I'll use the green now, the median of the upper set of our data, which if you cross this out, oh, sorry, I think I crossed nothing out. Yeah, so you'll also have two numbers, 9 and 9, which is pretty convenient, right? Because finding the average of two 9s is just going to be 9. So that's why the upper quartile is 9. And so when you make this plot, once you identify these values, the minimum, median, and maximum, it would be really easy to create your box and whisker plot, right? So your minimum, the lowest number would be here, highest number would be here. Median would be here, lower quartile would be here, and upper quartile will be there. So as practice, if you want, you can fill these numbers from the previous problem into this box and whisker plot. If not, I believe you have everything you need to know about creating a box and whisker plot. Just make sure to follow this box and whisker plot template and you will be great. So I hope this has helped you. And I'm really excited to see your box and whisker plots. Yeah, have a good weekend. You are amazing and you know I love you all. So bye guys.